Hello everybody, I'm Shayan, and today I want to talk about 5 signs that you have fake friends. Now, what is a friend? People who are there for you no matter what and accept you for who you are. People who never take their problems out onto you. People who never lie to you and never hurt you and never really stab your back, right? Stab you behind your back. Those are real friends. But the sad but true reality is that these type of people are rare, and people are stuck in bad situations and their life is being affected negatively by fake friends. And a lot of people have fake friends, but they don't even know it. So what is the first sign that you have fake friends and are living a life with fake friends? The first sign is that your friends just want you around for their own sake. A lot of people will bring you into their life just for someone to vent to, right? They just want someone to talk about their problems with, right? But they don't want to actually make any sort of connection. They don't want to actually hang out with you. They don't actually even care about you like a real friend would, right? They just want you around, someone to vent to. They just want someone to talk to. They just want someone to cure their loneliness, right? But loneliness is not because you don't have people in your life. You can have 0 people in your life and still not be lonely. Loneliness is just an emotion that comes with being depressed, with being sad about your life, right? Because loneliness is not only having no people, loneliness is also having no things in your life that you could think about and love yourself for, right? Because if you don't have yourself, then how can you have others? So the first sign is that your friends just want you around for their own sake. They just want someone to vent to. They don't even care about you and who you even are. They probably don't even know your name. They just want you around for someone to vent to. They're always talking about their problems to you. They're never asking you how you are, right? They never want to know how you are. They only talk about themselves, and they're always being selfish and only telling you about their problems. They never care about how you really feel. Right? And that's what fake friends do, and that is the first sign that you have a fake friend. They just want you around for their own sake. So what is the second sign that you have fake friends? Now, the second sign is that your quote-unquote friends talk shit behind your back. A lot of people do this because they don't accept you for who you are. They don't really care for you, and this causes you to feel left out. But a lot of times people do this because they feel jealous. A lot of people feel jealous of you, and they have jealousy of you, so they talk shit behind your back. But either way, friends who talk shit behind your back are not real friends, because eventually that will come up in real life, and eventually they'll just start to use you and manipulate you and just bring you down, right? First it starts off behind your back, then it comes out into real life and towards you, and they're just bringing you down. They're not even being a friend. They're not even being a good person, right? So the second sign that you have fake friends is that your friends talk shit behind your back. They're always spreading rumors about you. They're always talking shit behind your back, putting you on blast, right? And basically humiliating you, right? And this causes you to feel left out because everybody else, everybody else knows something that you don't. But the sad part is that you figure out that this thing that everybody knows is about you, and they've been talking shit behind your back, right? So fake friends talk shit behind your back, and they really don't even care for you, right? Because a real friend would stand up for you, right? A real friend would be there for you, right? They wouldn't talk shit behind your back because they genuinely love you and care for you. But fake friends don't really care about you, and they'll talk shit behind your back regardless, right? So that is the second sign, right? That your friends talk shit behind your back. That's the second sign of fake friends. Now, the third sign that you have fake friends is that your friends compete with you. A lot of times, like I said, there's jealousy, right? That's why a lot of people are talking shit behind your back, because they're jealous of you, right? Which is actually a good thing, because clearly you're doing something right. But a lot of times, friends will compete with you because they down you for doing something good with your life, right? They don't want to ever be happy for you, right? They don't want to see you win. They're jealous of you. They don't want to see you win, right? They always want to be in competition with you, and they always want to be better. They're not happy, genuinely happy for you, that you're actually good. If you tell them something that you did or achieved, immediately their response will be, from a fake friend, will be that, oh, but I did this, oh, I did this, so I'm better, right? They'll never genuinely just be happy for you. They always have to make it about themselves, right? They always want to be the best, right? Which is essentially narcissistic. And narcissistic people are not good people to be around, and they're definitely fake friends. So that is the third sign, that friends compete with you and they try to make everything about themselves, and they don't want to be happy for you, and your relationship always feels like a competition with the other, which is essentially not a healthy relationship, right? Because you're always just competing with each other, always basically in a battle, right? And the fake friend can't be happy for you for who you are. They're always just getting jealous, and what comes with this is they start talking shit and they down you and make you feel bad for achieving all these things that you're happy about, which is essentially a bully, right? And not a friend. So that is the third sign, that your fake friends talk shit about you, right? And they compete with you, right? They're always in a competition. They never actually want to care for you and be happy for you and see you win. They're not supportive of you and what you do, right? They just always want to compete with you, always want to put you down and put themselves on this high pedestal. But 9 times out of 10, those type of people, if they down you for what you're doing, they're just probably just jealous, and what you're doing is actually good. It's just that they're trying to bully you and make you feel bad, when really you're actually right? And you're actually good. So that is the third sign that you have fake friends. Your friends compete with you. Now the fourth sign that you have fake friends is that they make you feel like an outsider. A lot of fake friends will leave you out of certain things, right? You go on your phone, you see everybody's having a fun time at the party, but you didn't even get one invite, right? You didn't even hear anything about this, and now you're just now figuring it out when the party has already passed by, right? Things like that. They leave you out of certain things. They don't invite you to certain things. They make you feel bad about yourself by making you feel like you don't belong, by not inviting you to things. They neglect you from certain things. They don't include you in certain things, but they still call you a certain friend. Because why? They want to keep you in your life. And that ties back to the first sign, because they just want you in your life. They want to keep you trapped. They want someone that they can have control over to feel better about themselves, right? So that is the fourth sign, right? That they make you feel like an outsider, right? These type of people will invite you to things and they won't invite you to things and they'll still call you your friend, right? And they make you feel like you don't belong. They say that you're their friend, but they're really lying, because you're really not their friend and they don't really give a shit about you, right? So that is the fourth sign, that they make you feel like an outsider and they don't invite you to things, like they don't celebrate you with you, right? They're not they're just not there for you, right? As a normal, real friend would. So that is the fourth sign. Now the fifth sign and the last sign that you have fake friends is that they don't stand up for you. Now, a lot of times, fake friends are really, like I said, they're talking shit behind your back. They're doing all types of stuff. They're just leaving you out, but they still call you your friend, because they're basically just using you, right? To basically hurt you, right? This is what fake friends do, right? They turn on you, right? They call you your friend to manipulate you and, trick you and use you, and eventually just turn on you, right? And, break you or hurt you or make you feel hurt, right? That's what fake friends do, right? They're not really a real friend. They're not really there for you. They're not someone you can trust, and they don't care. They don't give a single shit about you, right? That is a fake friend. So a lot of times with fake friends, they don't stand up for you, right? They're never there for you, right? When you need something, they're never there for you, but you're always the one who has to give everything to them. You're always the one who has to ask, hey, can we hang out? But they never ask, can we hang out, right? You're always the one including yourself, right? Which ties back to them making you feel like an outsider, right? So fake friends never stand up for you, right? They're never there for you, right? They bully with other bullies, right? When they see you getting bullied or something, they don't stand up for you, right? When you need something, right? When you need support, when you need help, they're not there for you, right? Because they're basically on the other side of a friend, that's a fake friend. But they're acting in between, basically. They're playing both sides. But eventually, they'll just turn to the complete other side and the opposite of a friend and just turn on you. And that's when they turn on you, right? But they act like they're a friend, but they're really on the other side. And by other side, I mean basically just the opposite of a friend, right? So they bully what little bullies. They just want to manipulate you and use you as a friend to see you really get hurt. That's their main goal. That's all they want to see, right? Because people who are fake friends, they just keep you in your life to use you and control you to feel better about themselves. But they still won't invite you to things, right? Those are the type of people that you need to leave. But only once you leave will they get jealous of you and come crawling back to you, right? And a lot of people who cut off fake friends, as soon as you cut them off, they'll start talking shit, right? But any quote-unquote friend who starts talking shit as soon as you leave was never a real friend in the first place, because all the shit that they were talking behind your back now comes out to light, right? So, do you need friends, right? Because that is the fifth sign that they don't stand up for you, right? So, those are the 5 signs. And that leads us to this big question. Do you need friends? Because some people want to be in your life just to take you down. People who want a spot in your life essentially want a spot in your mind. They want to live in your head. They want you to suffer, right? They'll act like your friend and take you down later, right? And some of these things that they try to take you down with can be very harsh, can potentially ruin your life. So it's very important to choose your friends wisely, right? A lot of people want so many friends, they want so many people, but it's so much more better to have 1 or 2 really good friends than 5 or 10 alright friends. Because these alright friends will probably end up turning on you, and you probably don't even have a true connection with them, right? They just call you your friend. Nobody wants to develop that true connection, but once you do develop that true connection, that's when it's beautiful, right? But it's also key to recognize that solitude is key for peace. Because if you're not able to be alone, you'll never have real peace. If you always need people to find happiness, essentially what you're doing is becoming a fake friend, because you're relying on them. You should never rely on other people for your own happiness. Because then if they're fake and you're also being kind of fake by relying on them for their own happiness, then clearly the relationship will just blow up in your face, right? So if you're relying on fake people for happiness, then you'll obviously end up getting hurt. So it's very important to have your own grounding, right, and your own self that you can deal with. And it's very important to be able to be alone, because if you need people to be alive and live and happy, then you always end up getting your heart broken, right? And you always end up being sad, right, and being hurt, because if you're relying on fake friends, like I said, they'll just end up hurting you even more, right? So that's why you have to learn to really stand on your own, really be able to be solitude and not get attached to people, because that is the worst attachment you can have. And that's how people get stuck in relationships. Even if it's so terrible, they still stay because they're attached and they feel like they need this, but you don't need it, right? So solitude is key. And that's it for the video. So subscribe, and I'm out.